Yeah.
Oh no!
Matt, what the hell was that?
Wasn't me, coach. Welcome to the straight red car. Get off our lawn.
So I know we'll talk about Leeds later, but I wanted to bring this up because Scuff Podcast posted a nice picture of Leeds striker Bamford after taking his PK.
Yeah, that's sad.
He doesn't look very happy to be there.
No, of course he shouldn't.
And look at that hair. What is that?
Bedhead.
That is somebody who's blown dried his hair to get it to a certain way, that ran for a while, and it just doesn't quite look the right thing.
It just looks like a guy who hasn't gotten a haircut for months and months, except for in the back, oddly enough.
Look at that look. He's cheesing for the camera. Nice.
Christensen
Jesus Christ.
in the
Like,
background.
there's a camera right there. It'll cheese.
I think that's more of a sign of stress because this is right before Bamford takes the kick.
That head.
It looks like he gave head to Zeus. That's a good one. Yeah.
So, Colin here said, this is a different Colin, by the way.
Hey, good.
Different Colin.
I mean, not anything against the other Colin. I just like different Collins. That's good.
Yeah. He says, there's no chance he's scoring that. And Scuff says, well, do you think a haircut would have helped?
I don't think so.
Leave some cold water on the face. Disallowed goal, should have stood, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Yeah, it should have. I mean, I really don't even think he yanked that guy that hard, but that dude knew he was fucked, so he just dropped like a fly. And then, I mean, I watched the game a second time today, honestly, and I enjoyed watching it, even though I knew Leeds wasn't going to score, because it was just a fun game to watch, and it was well played. And I think, Jesse's got to be super disappointed.
Bucket, do you want to just jump into Leeds right now? Because I do have something I want to bring up.
Yes, let's do it.
All right. So first off, I guess I want to say Leeds outright dominated that match.
Especially the second half.
That
was an ass beating.
Bamford had 3 opportunities he should have put away. Sinistera should have had at least 2 goals.
2.
Aaronson should have had a brace or a trio or a hat trick of assists.
Yeah.
He even had a decent shot from outside the box.
Somerville missed one too. That was just fucking point blank. He rammed it like 2 feet over the fucking bar.
Yeah.
I mean, they should have won that game 3-1.
Let's talk about this. Yeah, I do think Bamford did change the game coming in because Rodrigo plays a different style, and I think the high press, the mid press, low press that he was playing in the first half didn't necessarily benefit them all on the attack. But in that second half, they went to that high press, and they were just nonstop in Arsenal's final half. The half
up in their
all
grill
fucking game.
Yeah.
Yes, the change made a difference because it suited the style they wanted to play. They needed to play. They always play.
Right.
It
changed the
Bamford
game.
Had his opportunities, he just didn't capitalize. So if he did make a change, that's great, but he didn't do it.
It changed the game in this way. He came in and made the game much more anally puckerful. Like he kept going, oh shit, he missed another one. It was a pucker fest. So that's how he changed the game. We went from oh fuck, oh shit to oh my god, how do you miss that? So there you go.
Got a quick question. On the late game antics, the 92nd or 3rd minute or whatever the fuck it was, when it was originally given a PK and a red card.
Yeah.
And then it was rescinded, the PK, but still given a yellow card. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think it was PK, first off?
You mean the one Bamford took?
No, the one in the 92nd minute where the PK was given but then rescinded.
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't think it was.
So I kind of stand in a different side than you on this one. Because on the actual view of the game, my initial thought process was the guy defending and Bamford tried to run around because the guy was obviously shielding it for the goalkeeper to get it. Bamford decided to try to pressure, and I saw the defender kind of step into it. Now, when you went back and looked at VAR, it just looked like Bamford just pile drived him from behind, like like he really wanted some.
It seemed like to me, but yeah.
If you look at the highlight reel, I feel like VAR did a disservice by starting it where it did, because if they went back a second or two, you would actually see the defender make eye contact with Bamford and then just sort of glance over to his left, ever so slightly, but it was enough to get in Bamford's way. And then even then, though, even if you don't want to give him the PK, how do you not give him the red card for the extended of the foot? Because I feel like that was still done on purpose.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that becomes like a really tiddlywink thing to give somebody a red card for, number one. But I would have taken it as a fan of Jesse Marsh and Aaronson and Adams, who both, by the way, played fucking great football. I mean, I'm just so impressed by those two guys. I mean, they're like the heart and soul of the team. The number of times Aaronson, led the charge up the field and made the right pass. It's just astonishing to me to see how well he's fitting in there. And Adam he's just fucking everywhere. Everywhere. Now, does he overcommit on occasion still? Yeah, sure. But that's kind of his role.
But you also have Roca backing him up, though, so that's fine if he does overcommit. The problem with us is that if he overcommits with us, he's reliant on Long and Zimmerman. So
yeah, he's got no one to help. By the way, Roca had some weird moments where you're like, what the fuck was that?
But
why are you passing it? Or why are you not passing it sometimes? Or in the other times, I'm like, why did you pass it there instead of there? I just couldn't figure it out. He had some good moments, don't get me wrong.
Sure.
I am not enamored with Mr. Roca so far. I think he's had some good games.
Again, it's ups and downs for me. There are times where he does some really good stuff, but then other games where you're just like, oh my God, he was like the worst player on the pitch. But the funny thing is, if you look at all the ratings on the team, Roca's almost always up there. I don't understand it personally. Maybe I'm just blind and not seeing it.
I guess for me, it's those particular situations when there is an obvious answer and he has the ball at his feet and he picks the worst answer possible to the question. And then you're kind of like, is he daft? Or is he just trying some crazy shit because he thinks that highly of himself?
Yeah.
I haven't figured it out yet.
I will say, though, as much as I've really enjoyed watching Aaronson out there playing in the Premier League and kind of shutting down the naysayers, like, I don't think he's going to produce. And, yeah, he hasn't been bagging the goals and the assists by any means, but he does everything that's needed of him. And it's always the lead-up plays that lead up to the opportunities. Maybe he doesn't have the final pass for the assist or the shot on goal, but he's the one that's doing it. I will say my only beef with him right now is, he's obviously the big criticism. He's obviously a small guy in stature. He's going to get tossed around a bit. But I feel like after the first 20 minutes of being tossed around, after that point, you're realizing the ref's not going to call shit for you. Stop sitting on your ass with your hands up in the air while they're making the counterattack on you guys. Get the fuck up. Go chase it down like you did in that first half and, get into that tackle with it. When you thought you got shit over by the foul. I mean, you just got to.
I'm sorry, a lot of those were not fouls.
Oh, I know, I agree. He takes the hit and falls. Yeah.
Yeah, he fell over too easily.
Even if it did knock him over, let's just say it knocked him off balance. He maybe dove into it a little bit here and there, but let's just say he did knock. Get up immediately. Get your ass up. You're not going to get the call. Doesn't matter how much hand waving you do.
I agree. Yeah.
Just get your ass up and run.
My other beef with him, and it's not a beef because this is like a small spam sandwich. This is what this is. I need him to shoot sometimes. And today, in that game this weekend, he had an opportunity on a through ball to shoot it. And then he made some weird pass that ended up at Sinisterra's feet all the way on the wing. And I don't know where he was going with that, but he should have just shot it.
Yeah. So, no, I yelled at my computer as if he could hear me through the ether, saying, shoot the fucking ball. Well, and my daughter was over next to me. She goes, don't say that. I'm like, sorry.
Which word?
Yeah.
Shoot?
Shoot's not a bad word.
I think the problem in that situation is that he received it to his left foot. And you'll notice that Aaronson is been very right-footed, and he's got to stop that. At some point, he's going to have to go left instead of right, and enforce the issue just to let people know he can do it. Otherwise, when people figure out you're a one-trick pony, oh, he's going to go left, but he's going to eventually cut in right. So I'm not giving him. I'll let him have left. Fuck it, he can have it.
Yeah.
So
that's the only thing you can say at that point. Depending where you're on the field, he may cut left, and that gives you the whole open field to make a pass with your right foot. But if you're close to the box, might as well grant him that.
His left foot's not bad. I don't know why he's so risk averse with the left.
A lot of I say this about a lot of professional players. It surprises me how reliant they are on their dominant foot.
Yeah,
I mean, I was wherever that. If I was anywhere near the goal, whichever foot it was on is the foot I was taking you with. You know, my right foot was more powerful. My left foot was more accurate, and I would just do it. Whatever. Scored quite a few goals, but obviously at the rural Indiana level. High school level, so not international by any means. But Aaronson has to be out there practicing every day, taking shit with his left.
I mean, they're
good with both.
There are guys in the classic era you couldn't tell left from right. They were great. Rummenigge, Beckenbauer, Pele, and of course I'm naming some fucking legends here, but you really couldn't tell.
God's really good with his left foot.
Cruyff.
Oh man.
But
you could save with both hands.
Even though they all had preferences, they could all do the same thing with left or right foot.
Yeah.
So I think that's an old school thing that was beaten to us when we were young. Hey, you got to be able to use both feet.
You're gonna do her. Yeah.
Oh no!
Matt, what the hell was that?
Wasn't me, coach. Welcome to the straight red card. Get off our lawn.